Good evening, North Penn fans and families. Welcome to North Penn's homecoming ceremony. My name is Caitlin Morse.
And my name is Maggie Schaefer. We are your MCs for tonight's homecoming ceremony. This evening, we honor the 14 seniors that have been chosen to represent our school as this year's homecoming court. Please give your attention to the center of the field as we introduce and recognize the 2022 homecoming court.
Our first Homecoming King nominee is Jack Bachman, escorted by Miss Corinne Dragwa. Jack is super excited and extremely grateful to be part of this year's Homecoming Court. In school, Jack serves as the president of the Student Government Association, an officer for the North Penn High School Theater and Thespians, and an anchor for NPTV. On top of that, he plays on the varsity tennis team, participates in both men's choir and chamber singers, and teaches tennis to kids in the community for work. Jack has loved his time here at North Penn, and he can't wait to finish out the rest of his senior year. He'd like to thank the district, his friends, and his family for making this homecoming week so special. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Jack Bachman.
Our first homecoming queen nominee is Molly Agris, escorted by Mr. Carrick Vesper. Molly has been playing tennis for 3 years and is the captain of the North Penn team. She is also the vice president of Special Olympics and is involved in unified bocce and track. She is an executive editor of the Night Crier and a National Honor Society member. Molly is majoring in education and plans to work as a teacher or guidance counselor in a middle school. Her favorite quote is, "No act of kindness, no matter how small, is ever wasted." Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Molly Agris.
Our next Homecoming King nominee is Gite Choi, escorted by Miss Alexis Coleman. Gite has been in band for the past 9 years and is part of the North Penn Marching Knights. He is also part of the National Honor Society and does track and field. Outside of school, he has been doing sword fighting for over 10 years and recently won 2 gold medals at a national championship. When he grows up, Gite wants to major in biology and hopes to pursue a career as a general surgeon to help those in need. Additionally, he hopes to make bank and travel the world. His favorite quote is, "Never give up. You only get one life. Go for it." Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Gite Choi.
Our next homecoming queen nominee is Ashley Cho, escorted by Mr. Ethan Cho. Ashley is part of National Honor Society, Key Club, Mini-Thon Committee, Future Health Occupations Club, Korean American Culture Society Club, plays indoor field hockey, and has been playing the violin for 9 years. She wishes to become a pediatric dentist and has been working at a dental office for 3 years throughout the summer and school year. Ashley enjoys singing and is currently the praise team leader for her church's youth group, and most of all, she loves her dog named Toby. A piece from her favorite current poem is, "The only possible way to climb a mountain is by climbing it one step at a time. Don't think about the peak, don't worry about what may come later. Instead, focus on one little step in front of you. The rest will come when it's time. For now, it's just one little step." Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Ashley Cho.
Our next Homecoming King nominee is Desai, escorted by Miss Abigail Thomas. Hirsch is an all-around creative person, from participating in chamber singers and theater to doing photography, drawing, and creating short films in his free time. He works at Starbucks and is part of the North Penn Indian Cultural Association cabinet, as well as Link Crew and the Amnesty International Club, which doesn't even include all the clubs he signed up at the activities fair this year. Hirsch is also very involved with his culture, going to Garba every year for 2 weeks around this time. So exotic, right? He plans to travel the world and go to college for film and journalism, hoping to someday be a director or screenwriter. His favorite quote is from Beyonce's Black is King. Life is a set of choice. Led or be led astray. Follow your light or lose it. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Harsh Desai.
Our next Homecoming Queen nominee is Grace Coleman, escorted by Mr. Michael Vasia. Grace has been helping manage the football team here at North Penn for the past 3 years. She is also a part of Link Crew and her senior class cabinet. Aside from school, she loves playing soccer and has been playing it for the past 14 years. She also loves to go on hikes with her family, travel to new places, and get the weekly crumble cookie flavors. When Grace grows up, she plans to major in animal science and eventually become a veterinarian. Most Sundays, you can find her volunteering at Elmwood Park Zoo. Her favorite quote is, "You only live once," or YOLO. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Grace Coleman.
Our next Homecoming King nominee is Bobby Dougherty, escorted by Miss Katie Tarlow. Ever since Bobby was little, he never thought that he would be where he is today. If it wasn't for the opportunities that were given to him and the hard work and dedication to the dreams that he has now and the ones he will someday achieve. Today, he runs the North Penn Rainbow Alliance as the president for the 2nd year in a row, but has been involved with the club for 6 years since the middle school's club, then transitioned to the high school. Along with being part of Link Crew by helping the incoming sophomores to feel welcome to the high school. When he grows up, Bobby wants to be an author, writing all types of literature and touch on diversity. His favorite quote is his own, "Shine bright from your inner heart and show the world what you're truly made of. We all belong and have a purpose in this world. I had to learn to be true to myself, and hopefully others can too." Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Bobby Dougherty.
Our next Homecoming Queen nominee is Nora Ellis, escorted by Mr. Derek Schneider. Nora is involved in various activities throughout the school, such as North Penn Theater, Thespian, Troubadours, and Chamber Singers. She found a love for theater and performance at a young age and is planning on pursuing a career in acting out of high school. She enjoys listening to music, keeping houseplants, and staying in with her cats. Her favorite quote is, "All an actor has is their blind faith, and that they are who they say they are today in any scene," from Meryl Streep. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Nora Ellis.
Our next Homecoming King nominee is Frankie Gallagher, escorted by Miss Avery Lawrence. Frankie has participated in theater for 6 years now and is also in North Penn's current production of the Fall Show. He is also the commentator for the football games here at North Penn. Some other clubs he's a part of are Thespian Troupe, NPTV, and Link Crew Leaders. Frankie's dream career is a professional sports commentator, preferably football or baseball, like he's doing this year. He is very grateful for the opportunities and learning experiences his directors and teachers have given him. His favorite quote is, "The way to get started is to quit talking and begin doing." Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Frankie Gallagher.
Our next Homecoming Queen nominee is Jillian Foley, escorted by Mr. Andy Reyes. Jillian has been a part of North Penn track team for the past 4 years, starting off as a jumper and quickly transitioning into a thrower. She spends most of her time on the track or in the gym, and when she isn't, she's most likely hanging out with her friends. After graduation, Jillian plans to attend Monco, studying to be a dental hygienist. After years of working and saving money, the first thing she plans to do is travel to Europe. Her favorite quote is, "Life is either a daring adventure or nothing at all," from Helen Keller. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Jillian Foley.
Our next Homecoming King nominee is Nate Kim, escorted by Miss Cameron Lampetok. Nate has been playing soccer for 11 years, and he is one of the captains on the North Penn team. He is also the senior class president, a member of the Spanish Honor Society, and a volunteer in the sound booth and the nursery at his church. At home, Nate takes care of his grandparents, giving medicine to his grandpa every day, taking his grandma shopping, and driving them both to their doctor's appointments. He loves meeting new people and spending time with his friends and family. Nate plans to attend college next year and has a life goal of being a light to others around him. His favorite quote is, "Learn as if you will live forever. Live like you will die tomorrow." Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Nate Kim.
Our next Homecoming Queen nominee is Maureen Gamboji, escorted by Mr. Nick Lubinacci. Mo has always been in the stands on homecoming night, but tonight she is honored to be walking down the field surrounded by her loving friends and family. Attending North Penn ever since she was in kindergarten, Mo has always participated in sports throughout the years. Basketball has always made a huge impact in Mo's life, and she's been playing for 9 years. In her freshman and sophomore year, she played on the North Penn's team, but switched courts for her junior and senior year to play on the tennis team. Mo plays a big role in Special Olympics and Key Club. Last year, she presented North Penn and made it to states for the Special Olympics bocce team. Not only that, she jumped into the freezing water for the polar plunge, and she looks forward to continuing this tradition again this year. Mo has always been into writing and has been writing for the school newspaper, The Night Crier, for 2 years. She loves putting herself out there and getting to know people through her articles. Once Mo graduates from North Penn, she looks forward to going to college to become an occupational therapist. Harry Styles has always been a big part of her life and is inspired by his statement, "If you're happy doing what you're doing, then nobody can tell you you're not successful." Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Mo Gamboji.
Our final Homecoming King nominee is Amagashi Mengel O'Connell, escorted by Kaylee Boyle. Amagashi is a Liberian war orphan from the Civil War of Liberia of 2001 to 2003. He was rescued as an infant with no name. His birth parents were thought to have been killed by rebels, among others in his village. Amagashi was adopted in 2007 by American missionaries and brought to America. As a small boy of 4 years of age, Amagashi was considered gifted in healing arts and prayed over the sick in orphanage for healing. Amagashi wants to give back to the Lord and America for all that has been done to save his life and for the life that has been given him hope and opportunities. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Amagashi Mengel O'Connell.
Our final Homecoming Queen nominee is Kathleen McGill, escorted by Mr. Bryce Simon. Kathleen McGill is involved in Latin Club, Goodwill Ambassadors, Mini-Thon, German Club, Link Crew, Class Cabinet, Troubadour, and Unified Track, with plans to join some new clubs this year. Over the summer, she worked at the Hatfield Pool, and in her free times, she likes to draw, bake, Rick roll, watch TV sitcoms and Christmas movies, photo edit random things, listen to classic rock, and occasionally make fun videos for school projects. She also enjoys hanging out with her friends and family, as well as her 7-pound Maltipoo, Lydia. After high school, she plans on going to college and having some sort of major, but for now, she wants to seize every moment here at North Penn and enjoys high school as much as possible before graduation. Though she agrees that there are many fantastic Disney quotes, her favorite one is by Walt himself. It's kind of fun to do the impossible. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Kathleen McGill.
Before we announce our 2022 Homecoming King and Queen, we would like to thank Country Broad and Gent for donating the tuxedos the gentlemen are wearing this evening. They can take care of all your prom, wedding, and formal needs.
We would also like to give a special thanks to our SGA co-advisors, Miss Young and Mr. Berger, and the Marching Knights.
At this time, we would like to welcome back our 2021 Homecoming Queen, Caitlin Tecklin.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, our second runner-up for the Homecoming King is Mr. Nate Kim!
And our second runner-up for Homecoming Queen is Miss Jillian Foley.
Our first runner-up for the Homecoming King is Mr. Amagashi Mango O'Connell.
And our first runner-up for Homecoming Queen is Miss Ashley Cho.
And now, the Homecoming King of 2022 is Mr. Bobby Dougherty!
And finally, our 2022 Homecoming Queen is Miss Molly Agris.
We would once again like to congratulate Mr. Bobby Dougherty and Miss Molly Agris and all the members of the Homecoming Corps.
Thank you, and good luck, Knights, in the second half.
Okay, announcers, go for it.